Some people need to be removed for all the right reasons. Some people need to be removed for all the right reasons. So when I say remove, I mean just remove out of your life and to leave your life. And you need to let them go. For instance, if you're in a situation or in a relationship, and in this relationship, the person is draining you, causing chaos, gossip, backbiting, just doing all things that are not good for you. They're not changing. They don't care about you. And they just don't belong in your life. It's good for them to be removed for all the right reasons because they're causing havoc. And plus, they have a destiny and purpose somewhere else. When they're not right for you and they don't belong in your life, that means they have a destiny and purpose somewhere else. They have a husband somewhere else. Just because you don't see them, there, with the person does not mean the person is not coming. They have to go through what they have to go through so that they can find that husband. They have to go through what they have to go through so they can find that wife. It's just an example of why people need to be removed out of your life for all the right reasons. Because you have a destiny and purpose somewhere else. And this is when they don't belong together. When the two people don't belong together, why they need to be removed from your life. This is what we're talking about here. So they have a destiny. Now, I just said why a person needs to be removed out of your life for all the right reasons. Some people don't understand. They're trying to hold us to a relationship. They're trying to make it work out, but your destiny and purpose is not tied to them. You have a destiny and purpose. You have a destiny and purpose with somebody else, and that person that God is calling you to do, that person that God is calling you to be with has a heart for what you have a heart for, and they get excited like you get excited. But the other person that don't belong in your life does not have a heart. And one of the ladies, her name is Stephanie P. Smith on YouTube. Go watch her, Stephanie P. Smith on YouTube. And she was talking about this, how they just don't have a heart for it, what you're called to do. They just don't have a heart for what you're called to do. And they're not like, pretty much they're not like you. And they don't have a heart for what you're called to do. That's why God did not put you with them. But they have a heart for something else. Maybe they have a heart for drawing and painting. And you just don't want to sit down and, like some people have a heart for welding and, you don't even care about that. Like that's how you find out what they really, really have a heart for. And this is not sexual because, a lot of people have sex and do sexual things for nation in any way. So it's not sexual. This is a heart thing that you both have, like if you will, like welding, drawing, helping people in a certain way, in a unique way, like no other. To the man I love, to the man I love. We have a calling and we have a heart for a certain thing like no other. That's why God has called us to be together. But you're called with this person based on your calling and what you like to do and what you really have a heart for. If you don't really have a heart for pain, I mean, you may, look at it and say, oh, admire it, but you don't feel like you want to put money into it. It's something you have put, that's how you know you have a heart for it. God say where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. So it's something you put money into. Whatever you constantly put money into, you feel stuck in, you can't let go. That's how you know what you have a heart for. And, you admire the painting, but you don't really want to sit down and spend hours and hours. It's something that you just want to reach out and grab and you just want to do it. You have to do it. You go crazy over it. You get excited about it. But the other person is not called to be in your life because they don't have a heart for it. They don't. And that's why God has not called you to them. So the person that God don't want you with needs to be removed for all the right reasons. Why the person God doesn't want you with needs to be removed from you for all the right reasons because they have a calling somewhere else. And you have a calling somewhere else. You're stopping them for being what they call to be, whether it's painting or whatever, like to do a model or whatever they want to be. And it's stopping you from being where you need to be. So then they're being removed for all the right reasons. Like if there's a house and there's damage and a person needs to get out because of the damage. So it's like a damaged relationship. And they refuse to go and it gets more chaotic. And then it just leads to destruction. Well, that's what happens in a relationship you don't belong with. Sooner or later, the destruction is going to separate or be destroyed anyway because, it just gets worse and worse. But if you remove the thing that is causing a problem and that doesn't belong there or, then you can find safety and refuge in a good space, in a good place and things get better. So this is how it is in these relationships. This is why they need to be removed for all the right reasons. We talk about the story of Vashti when Vashti was called to come before the king and she said she would not come out of being disrespectful, and she was removed for all the right reasons to give Esther a chance to come in to be with her God ordained partner that God had created her to be with, and they were happy together and they were in a state of bliss. And God told Adam, I will make it help me suitable for you. This word suitable means to work well and go together in our calling. So when you're right for each other, you're in a state of bliss, you're both happy. And this according to the word of God. According to the word of God, these are the signs that Adam and Eve were right for each other. They were in a state of bliss, which means happy. They were happy together. They worked well together. He liked her personality like no other. She desired him like no other. Uh, and that's just a sign that they're the one. There are many other signs. You go good together, you work good together. When they're the one, you like their personality like no other. When they're the one, and when they're not the one, you start off liking a part of their personality. But when you get to know them, you find out there's way too many things about them you don't like. When they're not the one, you start off liking a part of their personality. But when you get to know them, you find out there's way too many things about them you don't like. But when they're the one, you like their personality like no other. So if you say, well, you know what? I like this personality. This person's personality like no other. And I know this for sure. They're the one. And it's just signs according to the Bible as well. Okay? So God bless you.